Now, I gotta explain this next one here because I know some people might just hate on me a little bit for this one. 7:08 p.m., so right after I dropped off the scores order, I get this massive order from Madison's. Madison's is this very classy sit-down restaurant. It's an expensive restaurant, and that's why this order came in for $36.11. Ends up being for 7 items to drop it off at 7:41 p.m. Now, Now, since Friday had such an incredible turnout, I have no reason to give you such a sappy introduction. So on with the vlog. So if you saw my previous video, I took the DoorDash on a Friday afternoon between 1 to 2 p.m. with a peak pay of $3.50 per delivery. Well, that peak pay was back on this Friday evening, and I went with DoorDash from 6 to 8:30, but I cut the dash short, and you're gonna see that more in this video. So what ended up happening, and I've said this in previous vlogs, I tend to start my shift the moment I arrive at the restaurants. I turn on the applications. But this time around, I decided to do it beforehand. So I left my property, it's around like 5:50, I turn on DoorDash, and by 5:55, I get my first order. And this is for a uni sushi. I've never been here before, $12.50 for 12 items. I'm not worried about the 12 item factor because a lot of them is just like little sub items when it comes to a sushi restaurant. And they wanted it delivered by 6:08 p.m. and it's 2.4 kilometers. Super local, right there, the best bang for my buck, and of course I accepted this offer. I get to the restaurant. The only unfortunate part is they did take some time to make the meal, and I dropped it off by 6:14. But if we check these numbers, I ended up getting a base pay of $4, a peak pay of $3.50, and the customer tipped $5. So it's a pretty strong starting off point. Now, of course, DoorDash is gonna push me some more offers. So as soon as I completed that one, I got this McDonald's offer that came through. This one ended up happening for $10 for 4 items. Now, even though it's only for 5.3 kilometers with a drop off at 6:33 p.m., I declined this, and the reason why I did is because I know that for 5 kilometers for $10, the likeliness is there's no tip involved additionally in that. Plus, I noticed that it was going to this whole like apartment location, and with that low payout, it was an automatic refusal. Then for 6:15, like 1 minute afterwards, so we're pretty hot and heavy in this rush hour, I'm getting an A&W order. This one, $13 for 3 items, drop off by 6:49 p.m., but 9.4 kilometers, absolutely no. Plus, this would have taken me to the Brossard location. So those that do DoorDash, you know if you're not in your location, they're gonna tell you you can't keep on dashing until you get back into your region. So I decided to not go with that. And then I got another one, again, 6:15, so hot on the offers going right now. Wild Wings. So this is just a typical chicken place restaurant, offering me $14.25 for 2 items, drop off at 6:36, 8.2 kilometers. But why did I refuse it? Because it's going over the overpass, and I know how much of a hassle it is to get back. It's rush hours, people are just coming home on a Friday night. Automatically refuse that. But then I got this little one that came in. 6:16 p.m. I got Sushi Shama, and I have been there before. It might be Sharma, might be pronouncing it wrong, but $13.75 for 3 items for 6.9 kilometers. So then I'm coming down a little bit on the kilometers, getting the best bang for my buck. They want me to drop it off at 6:42 p.m. Okay, let's accept it. It's basically like a straight street or boulevard all the way to the customer's house. I end up getting that offer. I go to the restaurant. Things go very smoothly. I get it to the customer's house for 6:38 p.m. Here we go again. Base pay, $5.25. We get that lovely $3.50 peak payout, and the customer tipped $5. So at this point, what are we at? Like 5:55 p.m. to 6:38. I've already made $26.25. So I'm not even an hour into this, and I'm averaging $26.25, and it just keeps getting better. So it's 6:38 p.m. So did I have some time? No time between those two. So I had no time between those two. You click got it, and I get this order that does come in. Scores. So Scores is more of a modern sit-down restaurant. It's a chicken rotisserie restaurant, for those that don't know. $21.75 order for 6 items. Drop it off for $7.14, 11.1 kilometers. Now, normally, when it comes to those amount of kilometers, I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. But it's gonna take me to St. Hubert. St. Hubert is still a hot zone in Longueuil, and if I play my cards right, I can bring myself back to my location. So I accepted that offer, dropped it off at 7:08 p.m. and here we go. Base pay $7.25 from DoorDash. So obviously, if it wasn't due to this peak pay, the kilometers would have been way more farther than the offer. Peak pay $3.50, and look at that. Customers tip of $11. That's what you get for a modern sit-down restaurant. Now, I gotta explain this next one here because I know some people might just hate on me a little bit for this one. 7:08 p.m., so right after I dropped off the Scores order, I get this massive order from Madison's. Madison's is this very classy sit-down restaurant. It's an expensive restaurant, and that's why this order came in for $36.11. Ends up being for 7 items to drop it off at 7:41 p.m. Now, it is it is 10.8 kilometers. And you see here that I am zooming in because I'm really analyzing this, but I end up refusing it. And here's the reason why. Even though it's $36, I know because we just had a snowstorm here in Montreal, the location that it's bringing me to in Chambly, first of all, it's just straight roads with no lights. So it's kind of like taking not a highway, but an autoroute or something when you're going far away on these trips. There's no lights. On top of that, the snow was heavy. Getting to a fancy restaurant like that, you're gonna be waiting between 10 to 15 minutes for that order. And because I'm already farther out because of that Scores order, it could take me about 15 kilometers to get back, which is averaging about 20 minutes more to get back. So I declined it. Amazing payout, but I don't find that it was worth such the hassle that I know I would have had to go through. And then I got a few other duds coming from DoorDash. I guess they knew that I declined a heavy payout, so they offered me these offers. Right after that, Korean barbecue, $14.75 for 2 items to drop off at 7:37 p.m. for 11 kilometers. No thank you, no go. I'm very confident the $14.75 was a small tip and a better incentive for DoorDash, but I had a feeling there was gonna be nothing else involved in there. Then at 7:15, I got a Pizza Hut order. $9 for 1 item for 7.6 kilometers. That automatically tells me that there's no tip involved. If it's 1 item, such as, I don't know, a large pizza, but for 7.6 kilometers and $9, that's straight away for me an indication, no thank you. But I did accept this next offer for Boustin. So $10.50, 2 items, drop it off by 7:35, and it's only for 3.1 kilometers. My average kilometer, I say, for 1.6 kilometers, which is the same for you guys as 1 mile. I like to be under $2, so for $10, definitely they're honoring what I wanted. I ended up dropping it off at the customers right on time, but before I ended up going to the customer's location, DoorDash pushed me this stacked offer, $11 for 3 items for the same restaurant, but for an additional 6.5 kilometers, no thank you. There's no way that I'm going to accept a $10.50 offer for 3 kilometers and then accept one for $11 for 6 kilometers. No thank you, I refused it. Dropped off the customer's order, and then let's look at the base pay. Base pay $4, peak pay $3.50, and tip is $3. So I know I'm going fast, and I don't take breaths in between talking, but what do you want from me? 7:35 is where we're at right now, and we're averaging $58.50. So you're an hour and a half in, maybe an hour and 40 minutes. With $58.50, why not bang out 1 more order to round it off? Anybody want dumplings? Because that's what I got. 7:36 p.m. Mama Dumplings came in for $17.50. 4 items, drop it off for $8.03, 7.7 kilometers, and I automatically knew where this was going because it was on a boulevard. That boulevard will be taking me straight home, and I knew by 8 o'clock I'm not gonna get too many orders pushed to me. What happens? I accepted it, dropped it off for 7:59 p.m. Base pay $5.50, peak pay $3.50, and a tip of $8.50. We are rolling in here at $76 for only 2 hours with DoorDash. That averages at $38 per hour. If you get a peak pay, you can really make this stuff work out. You can be picky, you can be choosy, you can have fun with these orders, but I mean $76 for 2 hours. What I ended up doing is on my way home, I kept DoorDash on until 8:09 p.m. to see if I'd get any deliveries because it was on my drive home. I didn't get any, so it wasn't impactful because of the fact that I was already driving home. Turned off my dash, so I cleared for 2 hours the $76. Such a great way to have a nice Friday between the afternoon and between the evening for like those 3 hours total. I think my total was like $105 for 3 hours. I could not ask for a better Friday night. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog video, or I guess sit down video, combination of the two, as much as I enjoyed getting those deliveries, and I will see you guys in the next video.